As my first video, I decided to talk about my first week of college, which is people are gonna be like, why? Like, isn't that boring? I agree, yes it is, but it's not like all my videos are going to be about this. I just wanted to do an official rant about my first week because I feel like I need to get stuff out of my system, and this video is the proper only way. So let me get started. My first week of college actually wasn't that bad, to be honest. Instead of having 3 to 4 hour long classes, I would actually have 45 minutes, and then I would leave. So it's basically a teacher comes inside, says his name, asks you for yours, gives you the class plan, tells you what's going to go in the class plan, and then it's like, peace out, get out of my class. And you're like, oh. So you leave. So basically, if you didn't have another class at the end of the day, you can actually go home. Or if you had a class at like the afternoon, you would have like a 5 to 6 hour gap. When I would have an only class, I would get myself back on the bus, go home, go sleep because I wake up early for this bitch. Or I would get somebody to pick me up when I had a 5 to 6 hour break. I mean, I'm not gonna stay in campus to do what? So somebody would pick me up, return back home, I would sleep, then I would go back to school. I would sleep and eat because I like both. So that was pretty much it. And then on Fridays, I have Fridays off. Like today, I have Fridays off, which is pretty awesome. And I think is a well-deserved day off because I work hard and I have to read a lot, and it's too much for my brain. So I have Friday off, and then I go back to school Monday, and blah 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 blah. One thing I hate about college, and I'm not gonna lie, are the facts that you have to go get books. Books are expensive. Now I understand why in university or sorry, in high school, they would tell you that if you lose your book, you have to pay that books are expensive. Like now I understand why. I really understand why high school teachers would tell you that books are actually very expensive because they are. I had to pay $242.87 for 4 books. 4 books. Let me show you the book. Book number one. I'm sorry. This book. Book number one. Book number two. I'm sorry if it's in French, by the way, I study in French. This big boy. Book number three. Book number four is in my sister's room, but it's about the same one as this, but a bit thicker. So basically, you go to the library, you give your schedule, the librarian gives you your books, and you're like, oh my god, I only have 4 books, right? That's so cool. Then you get to class, and they're like, we know the books are really expensive, and they're going to be very useful for this semester. It's going to help you raise up your grade and actually make you pass, but we're going to send you to go get more books. And you're like, what? Excuse me? I just spent $242.87 for 4 books. And you're gonna go send me to go get new ones to do what? So then you go to the library, right, and you get other books. So I got these books. And this purple book I got exercise. And I actually need to go get 3 more than I haven't because I don't see the point. I mean, I haven't had English in 2 weeks, so I didn't go get my English books. And so basically, this is my book life. I have to read a lot because I'm in public relations or whatever. So I have to get a lot of books to read. Second thing I hate about college is the bus life. I have to wake up 3 hours before my class actually starts. So if I have a class at 8, I have to wake up at 5 because I live at the other end of my city to go to where I need to go. So I take the first bus, whatever, it's okay. I take the second bus, 15 minutes, okay, whatever, it's not that bad. To get to the actual station, take the 129. When you wait for the 129, you have 3 types of people: workers, high school people, college people. Three types of people. Basically, waiting for the bus is like fighting for your life because they only send 1 bus for these 3 types of people, and you're like, what the hell? And so you expect like a super big bus to come, either like a double decker or an accordion bus. They send the smallest bus of life for 3 types of people, and you're like, how am I supposed to get on the bus when there's not even any space already because half the population is already in the bus because it's the first bus stop? And you're like, really? So it's basically if you put a bowl of chicken in the middle of the street and you see all the black people running for the chicken, it's basically you put that bus in the middle of the street and people are literally fighting for their life to get on that bus. If you don't get on that bus, it's too bad for you. You wait for the next one. And you're just like, I waited half an hour for this bus and I have to wait again. This is some you get onto the bus, and you don't even have a seat to sit down. You're standing up like a sardine, getting people to hit you on the face. I mean, you're all stuck and disgusting. You smell people's like odor, and I don't even know, like it's very disgusting. You have to stay there for like what, like 30 minutes, and then you get off the bus, and it's like it's whatever. I just don't understand why I have to pay for the bus if I actually have to stand up like a sardine, don't even have a seat, have to smell people's body odor, and hear their conversations that I don't give a fuck about. Basically, that's my everyday transportation, unless I get someone to drive me to school, which I rarely do. So that was my first week of college. I mean, kind of short, but I mean that's what I had to deal with. Sorry for my accent. This is the first thing you have to deal with for my whole first week. And I mean, to people who started college, university, I talk so badly, university or high school, um, I mean, have fun. I mean, you do have to study, but don't take life too seriously or whatever school life too seriously because you usually miss your good opportunities when you're too uptight or when you take things too seriously. So I mean, let loose. I mean, you do have to study and stay focused, but there's a perfect way of doing it without actually having to be uptight. And yeah, so I'm just gonna go because I feel very sick and I want to go sleep. Thank you all for listening. Bye.